We had, when we first started working on the Billerica Spelling Bee, we thought it would be a really nice idea to have our own Billerica Spelling Bee logo. So I reached out to a local artist named Jeff Surratt, who has a graphic design business here in town. He's a member of the Billerica Community Alliance. He is a parent, and I said, you know, why not ask Jeff to design a logo for us? And so he designed the bee that's behind me, and you'll see it all over. So that's our bee, and we said, but you know, he needs a name. He doesn't have a name, he needs a name. How should we come up with a name? And so we came up with kind of a fun idea. We thought of having a contest where all of the children who take the test to be in the Billerica Spelling Bee Finals Day today would have the opportunity to suggest a name. There were 365 children that took the test, and I should have brought a list with me to read some of the names for you of some of the suggestions that weren't accepted as the name for the bee. But today we're going to recognize the student who did give us the name that we are going to take from this point forward as the official name for our mascot on our logo. And so we will invite Taylor Bennett and her dad to the stage. Is the rest of the family here too, Dad? Mom is here? And sister is here? Or just Dad wants to come up? Come on up. You have to come up on this side where the stairs are. So Taylor. Taylor is a 5th grader at the Kennedy School. And Taylor, unfortunately, was not a finalist, but still gets to be a part of the fun day by coming here to win the prize. Now, what is the prize? Does anybody know what the prize is? Enterprise Bank in North Billerica has donated a $100 savings bond as the prize to thank you for participating and thank you for naming our bee. And do you want to come and tell everybody what the name of the bee is?
I named the bee Bennett.
Do you want to tell people why you named the bee Bennett?
I didn't know what to write, so I just wrote down my last name.
So Joy, do you want to come up to the stage? Joy Harmer from Enterprise Bank will come up to assist us. Joy's Assistant Vice President with Enterprise Bank in North Billerica. And she's going to do the first of 2 presentations to you. The second presentation is a secret that you don't know about, but it's very exciting. So Joy will do the presentation. So once again, it's a $100 savings bond to recognize Taylor's contribution to the Billerica Spelling Bee for naming our bee Bennett. Now we do have, say that we have something else special planned that was above and beyond. When we selected this name, does anybody know the significance of the name Bennett in Billerica in our community? Do you know, young man? Go ahead. The first library is the Bennett Library. It's just down the street in our town center. Very good. And so I've invited Terry Trent, who's the president of the Bennett Library Association, and his wife Gertrude Trent, who's the vice president of the Bennett Library Association, to be part of our event today. And they have a special presentation as well as a little bit of information they'd like to share about the Bennett Library. It was kind of an interesting word when I saw it, and I thought, you know, I saw the name Taylor Bennett, suggested Bennett, and I kind of had an idea why she might have put that. But it does have some significance in our community, and I think that's what makes it so special. So Terry?
Thank you very much. The other thing, when I came into this building today, you know, I was going to ask people where the Bennett was, and we've already got an answer for that. But the Bennett, I haven't seen the quilt in a while, is also in the center of the quilt. Yeah. I'll give you the 2-second intro on the Bennett. It was built in 1881 by Mrs. Eleanor Bennett as a remembrance for her husband Joshua, and she wanted to donate it to the town as a library, and the town refused. And before you get, you know, goofy about that, well, back then, the Billerica was an agricultural community, and they just didn't want the expense of running the town. So the people she had some friends, and what they did is they started a lending library, and for $1 a year, the library was open 2 days a week, and you could take out books. It was also interesting back then, I didn't realize it, but libraries at that time not only let you take out books, you could borrow paintings, furniture. I mean, it was much more involved than it is today. Sometime, and I don't remember when, it began to house the town of Billerica's library collection, and it held that collection until 1980, when what's now the Council of Aging building, which was the first new library, was built. And so all the books were transported by a human chain down there. For the next some years, it was an arts and crafts place, and we had to do some renovation to the building, but basically what we've tried to do is to take the building back to what it looked like in 1880, 1881. We use it it's a meeting place, we use it for functions, and we try to make sure that we can get enough income to pay the bills. But enough about the Bennett. Taylor, I've got a couple things for you. The first thing is for you and your family is a complimentary one-year membership in the Bennett. So if you could have your dad or mom fill that out, there's a self-addressed envelope there, and you can find out about it. The other thing is a little bit of an information package. This is the sign that you see on the traffic signal or the traffic box in front of the Bennett, and I can assure you it is there legally. It was hard to figure out how to do it, but we did. But it's got the Bennett's website, which is bennettpubliclibrary.org. Our website is going to be updated, and some of these will be on the website eventually, but this is an architectural drawing in a magazine called American Architect and Building Review from July 9th, 1881. So this was in there a couple months before the building was dedicated. That's what the building looks like today. If you drive through the center of town, it's right next to the big white Congregational Church. And then I've got some pictures here, which will also eventually be on the website, of what it looks like today. And you'll notice there really are very few empty bookshelves, but it's a wonderful gathering place, and it's gaining in popularity. And also, I'm going to give Taylor an information brochure, and so nobody here feels slighted. There's a whole number of these outside, and we urge you just to take a chance to read about it, look at the website, and help become involved. Those are for you.
Thanks. Very good. So thank you, Terry, and thank you, Gertrude, for coming from the Bennett Library Association. Once again, maybe unintentional, but I think a very special name that you've given to our bee, and we thank you for that. Thank you, Taylor, and thank you, Mr. Bennett. Thank you. So he now has a name. We will call him Bennett. Maybe we'll call him Benny for short sometimes. But at least the poor guy has a name, and he's all over the place on the medals and the trophies that we award at the end of each round. So thank you for that special presentation opportunity. Now. All right, welcome back. Right? Anybody new for this round? I think everybody's been here for a round before, and that's why you're back again, because our winners from 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th are back for a final grand championship round. We have our 4 spellers. They're going to come up on the stage. All right, same rules as before. The difficulty level goes up a little bit in the words. I think that, sitting through this entire day and watching, so we're as much, spectators in this event as we are, the leaders of the words and things here. So we're enjoying it. It's fascinating for us, and we're really enjoying what your children are doing up here. We know you are too. And we're expecting quite a competition from this grand championship round. So if there are no questions from the spellers, any questions? No questions? Everybody feeling good? Deep breath? Okay, let's start the grand championship.
Great. Adobe.
Adobe. A-D-O-B-E. Adobe.
Correct. Easel.
Easel. E-A-S-E-L.
Correct.
Oh, it's supposed to be up like that.
Morgue.
Morgue. M-O-R-G-U-E. Morgue.
Correct. Glitz.
Glitz. G-L-I-T-Z. Glitz.
Correct.
Round 2, 4